Hello, hello everyone. Sorry about that. Hello, welcome, welcome. Hello, hello. We're getting started, we're getting started. I'm so excited for chicken tendies. Okay. Welcome, people, welcome. I'm going to be doing two different types of chicken Sorry, y'all. Sorry about the technical difficulties. I'm Taylor, also known as the Mustard Queen, and I'm making two different types of chicken tenders. I also got some sweet potato fries that I'll be doing. I'm going to be doing a hot honey mustard, and hopefully a sangria as well. Who's excited? Who's excited? Okay. Hello, welcome. Hello. I'm going to start with the you know what? I'm going to start with the sweet potatoes because they need to be peeled, and I'm going to try and cut these into strips as tiny as possible. How's everyone doing?
There she is.
Hi, yeah, sorry about the technical difficulties there. But I am back. I'm ready to go.
Hi, everybody. You're watching Cutting the Mustard with Taylor Rose. And I
Yep,
think
and we got plenty of mustarding going on today.
she's going to start off with some sweet potato fries, or at least she's going to prep the potato or the sweet potatoes for them anyway.
Mm-hmm.
She's making lots of stuff.
I am. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it all in an hour, but I'm going to try my hardest.
Okay. Hey,
I
Country
just couldn't cook,
Story.
you know?
Country Story says hi, Mustard and Chaz.
Hi, welcome.
So tell us everything that you're going to be making.
So right now I'm doing these sweet potato fries. I'm going to just toss it. I'm going to be baking them, and I'm going to put a little bit of cornstarch in there to keep them crispy, even though we're baking them and we're not soaking in water or anything. Sometimes I
Okay.
don't have the forethought to do that. So I'll be doing some Cajun seasoning on these. And then I couldn't decide what kind of chicken tenders I wanted to do. So I'm going to be doing buttermilk fried. And then I also got some pretzel crusted baked chicken tenders.
So if you can't decide what to do, just do everything, right?
Right, exactly. I have two modes. I want to do it all or I want to do nothing.
Hey guys, if you're just scrolling through, this is Food Talk TV. Give us a follow. We cook for you live every single day. This is Taylor Rose, the Mustard Queen. She cooks on Thursday nights right at this exact time. So come back next week.
You know,
We
I think
also
I'm
have,
just going to do one sweet potato for this showing just because that's a giant sweet potato. But the recipe on the site is going to list two large or three medium, but this is ginormous. And it's just
yeah,
me and
that's
my
huge.
husband tonight, so
That's huge. Hey Nuggies, how you doing, buddy?
get these scraps out of the way.
We also have a website. It's a newly designed website. It's foodtalktv.com. You can find out who's coming on next, what time they're coming on, and you can find out when to catch Taylor next too.
Oh yeah, Thursdays at this time. I'm
And
trying to
we've
cut
got
these into quarter inch because to get them crispy, we're going to try and keep them small, which is asking a lot of this sweet potato. The sweet
yeah,
potato is asking a lot of me right now.
sweet potatoes can be pretty tough. They can be pretty tough.
Do you do anything to soften your sweet potatoes? Like I've seen some people like throw them in the microwave for a few, or
You know what? Microwave is quick. As a matter of fact, the microwave works quicker on sweet potatoes than they do on regular russet potatoes
oh yeah,
because there's so much water uh, uh, in the sweet potato. But no, not really. I don't. I
okay,
don't.
it's a struggle like I'm doing.
Country Story points out that her middle name is Rose.
Oh, cool. Yeah, Rose is actually my last name.
Yeah. So You guys, just take a look right on top. There's a little card that has all the recipes, or not the recipes, but all the titles of what she's making. And the actual recipes for almost everything is on the website, foodtalktv.com. So you've got two choices if you want to replicate these. Hey there, Red Wagon Bakery. Hi, Michelle. You can either go to foodtalktv.com and print off the recipes as a PDF, or you can watch this entire live all over again on our Facebook page and our YouTube channel. And we really would love it uh, if you would go actually subscribe to the YouTube channel. Thanks, Nuggies, for the heart.
Oh, thank you. I'm trying to make these fry size. It's okay. I kind of like the different shapes of them. Whenever I make French fries, I like uneven cuts. I like the tiny crispy ones. I like the thick fluffy ones. Don't make me choose, okay?
Don't choose, don't choose,
Yeah.
don't choose.
And so that's how I justify my unprofessional cuts, I intended that.
That's exactly what I expected, is you intended that.
Right. But yeah, this one giant sweet potato is going to get us a lot of fries.
Yeah, I don't think that you're going to need. Actually, that one sweet potato looked like it was a pound and a half, or 2 pounds by itself.
It really does, because my recipe does list that I want 2 pounds of sweet potato, but it might be in this sweet potato.
Cat D says hi, and that
Huh?
it all looks so good. Thank you
Yeah.
for the likes, Red Wagon Bakery. Thanks for tapping the screen, guys. If you have no idea what to do right now, all you have to do is tap the screen.
I
Just
see
tap
what
the
you did
screen.
there.
But if you also want to say hi, that actually helps with the algorithm. So don't just lurk. Say hi.
Yeah,
We are happy to acknowledge you.
we don't bite. I mean,
Not
I
hard.
don't. I can't speak for cows.
And Wavy 3KK says no, not gonna say hi.
No, don't tell me what to do.
That's right. Julie says hello. See?
Hello. So while it is kind of tedious to try and go through and cut these so small, it's going to be worth it to get them crispier.
Bacon says the only bites here are from the mustard. Oh, you got a fan. You got a fan over there.
Oh, yes. Hello, hello. I
Uh,
love it.
that
I love it
person
when
is
people
name.
recognize me without the mustard apron.
That person's name is Bacon.
Oh,
Bacon.
hi, Bacon.
Yep, there we go. And Chef Winky says hello from stormy St. Augustine, Florida.
Oh, St. Augustine has beautiful beaches. It's been many, many years since I've been, but beautiful beaches. I am shooting this from Nashville.
Let's see, you have one more sweet potato plank to go, right?
Yep, and then I'm almost done. Like, this is a lot of sweet potato.
Yes.
Whenever I do this at a restaurant, like I forget about this prep work because of the fry cutter.
Hey, Tanya, welcome in. Thanks for coming in.
And it's okay that, my knife cuts aren't great, but it's because I like the tiny ones so they get extra crunchy, and then the large
Right.
ones for the fluffy. So that's why they look so rustic. It's on purpose.
You guys, if you're just scrolling through, please give us a follow. Hi, Amy, my TikTok crush. Hey, thank you for coming in.
So my sweet potatoes, okay. 1 to 3 things of extra virgin olive oil.
You guys,
I think that was 3 cloves.
these recipes are on foodtalktv.com, already up there. Taylor
And this
just
is
wrote them, and I just put them up.
And this is kind of a blend I made. I was once doing a video talking about Cajun seasoning and Creole seasoning, and I got just a little bit left of both of them, so I just combined it. So it's really heavy on cayenne, really heavy on paprika. There's plenty of herbs in there. I know at least Italian seasoning, oregano, like it's ridiculous. So
What's the
I just
difference?
made that
What's
one.
the difference? What's the difference between Creole and Cajun
You know, I can't
seasoning?
remember what my recipe was in particular, but I do remember that Cajun was really strong in the cayenne, while the Creole had a lot more herbs and a variety of herbs in there.
Okay.
So, and of
Uh,
course, when you go online, everyone has a different way of doing it, you know?
Nuggy says that he loves Creole.
Yes.
Cat D says now I only want I really want potato fries, sweet potato fries.
I'm going to put some more seasoning. I just want to make sure they all get coated. Whenever I do anything with sweet potatoes, like any sort, I mean, I typically cook savory things with sweet potatoes, but there's always cayenne or red pepper or something in there, even a little bit. It always makes people go, what did you do that's so special? Added a little bit of spice.
Amy, thank you for becoming a team member. Hey, by the way, guys, if you should, some of you are creators that go live all the time, like Nuggies. You need to join our FTTV team.
Yes.
Oh, there's gluten-free Mama Ann. Now, Amy says that she makes those sweet potato fries plain, and then she dips them in maple syrup. Well, Amy, guess what? She's got a extra surprise going on here tonight.
I think I'll be working on that one next. I think I know what you're talking.
Yes.
There you go. Now, I really don't want to crowd these. So even for just this one giant sweet potato, I'm using 2 different glass pans. And I've never used glass pans when making these, but it was a comment I read from someone online saying, oh, this is what I do because it doesn't stick as much. And it's an easier cleanup. And I'm just thinking, okay, recipe commenter, I'll give that a try. I am trying a couple of new techniques I haven't tried before just because I mean, I love frying things and there's so many ways to go about it, but I tend to like stick to my same processes. Oh, wow.
So glass makes a difference, huh? Okay.
I mean, that's what they said. So we'll see if random recipe commenter is believable.
And yeah, and we're going to see. We are going to see.
I might have to leave some of these out and bake them later because I really don't want these fries touching. I really don't. Maybe I'll need another 9 by 13. No, I have the other chicken tenders going in the oven. So yeah, it's okay. I'm going to shorten my fries here. I mean, this is going to be more than enough for me and my husband, y'all. And this is off of 1 sweet potato.
Thank you, Amy. Yes, Amy's right. Let's get her to 5K quick.
Yes. Like it's an emergency.
It is an emergency.
Yeah.
It is an emergency. Not like.
Okay. Y'all, I am the mustard queen, so if you would like to tell me what your favorite mustard is, let's do it. I am curious what the favorite mustard is in this comment section tonight.
That's right. This is Taylor Rose. She is the mustard queen. She also goes live on her own channel, too.
Mm-hmm.
So Bacon says Bavarian. Amy says spicy brown over here.
Yes.
Nuggy says, I love me some deli mustard.
Oh, right on. I mean, it's hard for me to have a favorite. It's like asking me to pick my favorite child.
Oh, that's easy for me. Just don't tell my children. Okay.
Well, I feel like with the children, it changes every hour.
Cat D says, I like Asian mustards, nice and hot, and pickle mustard.
Yeah.
Amy says, I love the seeds in the spicy brown. Big Daddy says, plain old yellow and a corn dog. I'm with you, Big Daddy.
Yes. So trying not to get these to touch. It is important, but if they do touch, it's okay. It just might not get as crispy. Might just steam too close to each other. All right. I'm popping these guys in the oven. It's at 425 degrees. I'm going to let that take 15 minutes, and then I'm
Okay.
going to flip them. Oh, wow. My oil is way too hot, y'all.
Nuggy says, even the softer ones need love.
Yeah. Okay, so now I will be working on my hot honey. Because
there's
is that
there's
it? Was
your
that the surprise you were talking?
there's your 5K.
Oh, right on. So
There's your
I'm going to be
5K.
yes. So I'm going to be doing a hot honey because Okay. I'm doing a hot honey because I'm going to be making a hot honey mustard. So with
Okay.
honey, we don't want to overcook it because once it gets past 104 degrees, that's when it starts to get bitter. And plus, I am using raw honey, and some of the best parts of raw honey are all the microbial effects and the antioxidants. So we're going to try really hard just to heat it up enough so we can make it a hot honey, but we don't want to burn it. So in my pot, I don't have a trivet that fits this. So instead I have 2 canning rings at the bottom here, and I got my hot honey. Typically I make my own chili flakes, but I ran out of time today, That's typical of me. So about 2 tablespoons, more or less, depending on your preference.
You guys, this recipe is also on foodtalktv.com. You can visit there, and the recipe is front and center because it's the ones that got uploaded today.
Oh, right on.
What did you just sprinkle in there?
Oh, I just sprinkled in some salt, and I have the chili flakes and then the honey. Now, optionally, you can add a vinegar to it or a hot sauce just to get it just a little bit more tangy. Some of the commercial hot honeys will put this in there just to get that little tang and spice. I don't have any hot sauce near me, but that would be something I would consider doing as well, as long as it was a vinegary hot sauce. So
a City Girl Kitchen is in the house.
I want to mix through the water. Here.
Tap, 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 tappity tap. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Tap, tap. Oh, uh-oh. I accidentally got some of my water inside of the honey, but it's okay.
Hi, Mari. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for tapping the screen, too. Nuggy says that
I'm glad it didn't get put on camera. I poured some of the honey in here, so I dumped some of it out, but it's okay. It's going to be hot and it's going to be honey, so I'm not upset by it.
Okay.
So I have this on the heat. I'm going to be watching this temperature like a hawk. So once this temperature gets to 99 degrees to 102 degrees, I'm going to pull it off the heat, and I'm going to pull it off the heat, let it sit for 10 to 15 minutes, and then we'll have hot honey.
Okay. And her term, watch it like a hawk, if you actually go to the recipe that she put up on Food Talk TV, it says to watch it like a hawk. So
that was the exact phrasing I used for that. Okay, now we're going to go back over here. I'm doing, I have some buttermilk fried chicken that I will be doing now. Oh. I'm going to have to remove my oil from the heat. I let that get too hot. Typically on Food Talk TV, because we're live all the time, whenever we're live, that's when things don't like to heat up, and I try to counteract that or correct it.
And that is so true. That is so true. You guys, if you're just scrolling through, please give us a follow. You're watching Taylor Rose. She comes on every Thursday. at
Oh, Fred, my
7
measuring
at
cup is.
7 Central. Okay, so let me tell you something about your angle. A lot of the times we're just seeing your arm.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Thank you. I tried to get it to load on my computer so I could also be watching, but I gave myself about 90 seconds for that activity.
Okay, yeah. So that didn't work out, did it?
No, it didn't. No. I don't know what it was with today. I just lost all the time. I look down, it's like, is it really 6 o'clock already?
So there's also another person in here. Her name shows as a period, but she says, "My name is also Taylor Rose."
Really? Oh, that is so rad. I love that. 2 pounds, 10. Sorry, excuse me. I lost what I was doing. Okay, cool. I'm actually going to be working on I'm going to come back to the buttermilk so that way my flour can get. So that way my flour, I'm sorry, so my oil will get to temperature. I'm kind of scared that it's so hot right now.
Okay,
It's okay
that's
though. I'm excited for the pretzel tendies though.
that's fine. You guys tap tap tap. We've got 62K or 62K, 6K,
Yeah.
6K right now. Let's get up to 10K real quick. Hey, Chef Hudson, Chicken Hawk, how you doing, buddy?
Oh, I was not being a hawk over here. Let's see how that temperature is going. Okay, we're
Chef,
at 92. We're fine. Someone remind me in 3 minutes.
you guys, Chef Hudson is in the house. He's in a blue shirt there. Please tap on him and give him a follow. This guy is an amazing cook. He goes live. He's got a flat top over his stove. He cooks just the amazing fast food. I mean, I love the guy. Just love him. So, all right. So you just sifted together your flour. Did you put
I
anything
did,
in the
yeah.
flour?
Not yet. I am going to season it though.
Okay. Now you're putting together dredging stations, right? I noticed there's
I
two
do,
separate
yeah.
pans. Okay.
So garlic salt. I typically only do garlic powder and not salt so I can control the salt content. But you know what? It was accidentally purchased. We're going to use it.
There you go. There you go. A mistake that I constantly make is I don't shop out of my pantry enough. I will say, "Oh, I need this, this, and this," and just go to the store. And then when I get done with my lives and put it away, I'll wind up putting it on top of something that I already have.
I do
And
the same thing.
yes, and I don't know whether you've noticed or have you seen my pantry?
I don't think I have. No.
Yes, my pantry is huge. It's
I
huge.
believe it. I believe
It's
it. Your entire kitchen is huge.
it has it's a butler's pantry, so it's got electrical outlets and stuff so that I can use an Instapot and everything else out there without bringing it into my kitchen. Um,
All right.
I just
We're pulling
I
up the right one.
oh see she said to watch that temperature like a hawk. She means it. She's using a instant read thermometer. She's trying to get up to 10 or not go past 104. Tell us what happens with the honey if it goes past that.
It just becomes a little bit bitter. And
Okay.
honestly, eating honey in general changes the structure of honey. I mean, you lose a lot of the microbial and the good stuff that comes with honey. Not always
Okay.
a huge issue though, but it just changes what the honey is, and it makes it a lesser quality when you heat it up. And it also changes the glycemic index. Yeah, I can't talk today. The glycemic index. So if you're diabetic, that's something you would also have to watch out for.
Okay.
And now I'm doing the eggs for this, and I saw someone do egg whites and just froth them up really well. And I'm going to try it. They said that because the egg whites have a stronger protein. It just does a better job. So we'll see. I've never
Actually,
tried it.
that makes sense because the yolk is really fat and the protein is in the egg whites. Um, but yeah, let's see. AJ
Yep.
Rod. Okay, so Chef Hudson says that's why I tell people not to put honey in the tea if they're taking a sore throat or if they have a sore throat. Take a spoonful before the tea. So,
Yes. Ooh. I'm going to wash my eggy hands real quick. So eggy.
hey, Mike, you
Hello,
guys, you can
everyone.
be.
I'm just setting up a frying station or a breading station because we are doing 2 different types of tendies today, and I'm working on my pretzel crusted.
And Manny Jackson is thanking Chef Hudson because he was just putting honey in his tea while he was sick.
Really?
Saved by the bell, saved by
Man,
TikTok.
so they just needed to be in this live. It was just a sign.
It was a sign. It was a sign. It was a sign. And thank you, Mari, for sharing the recipes. You guys, the recipes are on Food Talk TV, and you don't have to search for them. Just go to the front page. This is
I'm
Taylor
not.
Rose. She comes on every Thursday at 7 p.m. Central.
So I'm not wanting to like make these into stiff peaks. I'm just wanting it to be really frothy. And then some mustard, of course, because I am the mustard queen.
There we go.
And I add mustard to my eggs just about any time I'm doing a breading station. And I was looking at some recipes too, and I saw someone did a recipe like where they just used mustard and they didn't even use egg. And that does make sense to me because mustard is just an extremely great emulsifier. Or yellow mustard is going to be way more of an emulsifier than the ones made with brown seeds. So I'm going to try that one day, but I want to try this one.
Hey, gluten-free Mama Ann, don't worry about that particular comment. It's a thing that's going around. It's no big deal.
And then these are pretzels that I just ran in my food processor. You can also put them in a freezer bag and use a rolling pin. It was just something I was able to set up before. I'm not going to add any more salt, so I might do a sprinkle of garlic salt. But the pretzels are already pretty salty, so look out for that.
So, guys, she's working on her pretzel crusted chicken tenders. And thank you, Becca. Everything that I made the other day is already gone. It was waiting for you, though.
Didn't save me any? Okay.
It was all here for you.
Plenty of onion. Okay. All right. And now I have our chicken. I'm going to remove my wedding ring as well because I don't want that getting icky. So here are my chicken tenders. Now, if you don't have chicken tenders, you can do chicken breast that's sliced. However, the tenders are going to be way juicier than that. So that's why we're doing tenders.
Okay.
If you got
All
chicken
right.
breast, that's fine. Do it. Look at me being a klutz because I'm on live. I don't know. I think that's me all the time.
So, you know what? When I'm every couple months or so, I break down a chicken on live just because people normally just buy it all cut up. But people are always surprised when they see that chicken tenders are not just sliced up chicken. It's
Yeah, I
actually a
know.
muscle.
That's pretty wild.
I know. Well, what's wild is that people don't realize it's actually a piece. It's a muscle that's separate from the breast.
Well, I guess if no one ever tells you, and you just know white meat is white meat, dark meat is dark meat, I can see the confusion there. All right. And I might just end up doing only a couple of these since I did decide we were going to do a lot today.
I know. I'm thinking, how many chicken tenders is this girl going to make? She's making two different recipes. Thank you
Yeah,
guys
it's me and my husband, and I
for
have 4
tapping.
pounds of chicken tenders prepped.
Okay.
I switched up my hands. I couldn't remember which one was the dry because they both felt icky, but it's okay. I need to wash my hands because my timer's about to go off for my sweet potato fries.
You know, I do the wet hand dry thing, and I just always mess it up. I do. I just always mess it up.
Oh yeah, I always do at least twice. Ooh, that is I didn't toss these in cornstarch like I thought I was going to, but it's okay. I think they're still coming out pretty crispy considering.
So you're taking them out right now to flip them over, right?
Yep.
Okay. And I only know that because I read the recipe before I put it
Yeah.
up on BoTalkTV.com.
So I'm gonna move on over here. Oh yes. But you know what? Even if these don't get super crispy like they do in the fryer, I'm still good. Spicy sweet
You guys,
potatoes are amazing.
you guys put in the chat, City Girl Kitchen and myself wants to know where you guys are watching from. I can tell you right now that Taylor Rose, the mustard queen, who's cooking right now, she is cooking from Tennessee, and I'm from Texas. City Girls Kitchen is from Chicago. Julie is from North Carolina. We've got Kat D from Brentwood, Tennessee. Benita Malone from Sacramento. Michigan. We've got IDK at this point, Lansing. Karen is from Windsor, Ontario, Canada. Boy, we've got a lot of difference. A lot of different
we
people
have
here.
Canada here? That's awesome.
Yeah, Loser Lane 69 is from Utah. We've got Zatatos from Tennessee again. We've got Tennessee quite a few places. You must have a fan
Today
club there.
is actually Nashville Day.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
Nashville Day.
because it's June 15th and our area code is 615. So today's Nashville Day.
Okay. Tony from Palm Beach, Florida. Okay, so those are sweet potato fries that she's been working on, and she's just at the midway point where she's flipping them over.
Okay, now we can get back to our dredging station because I got to focus on this pretzel chicken.
That's right.
Okay, my right one is the dry.
Right is dry.
Right is dry. I'm going to forget that.
That's okay, because we always have a really good audience who will remind us.
Yes.
Hi, Sonia. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for thank you for the gifts, guys.
See, this is why I did a food processor to do this, because these pretzel crumbs it's powder.
Okay.
Okay,
So this
right
is the pretzel crusted chicken tenders.
Yes, I got seasoned flour in one over here. And then I chose to do egg whites for this one because I saw that tip and I'm excited to try it out. I want to learn new things, And I also put some mustard in here. And then these are seasoned pretzel sticks that are ground up to a powder. I love pretzel anything, though.
Hey there, new here. I'm sorry I cannot read your username. But thank you for coming in. Thanks for commenting. We need the comments. Comments help us.
Yes. Oh, so one thing I did do with these chicken tenders, which of course, if you can't do it or don't have enough forethought, that's fine. But I did toss these in salt and let them sit on this rack in my refrigerator to kind of do a little dry brine action.
Little dry brine.
Yeah. And it helps keep it moist.
How? Oh, Tiger Lily. No buttermilk? Yes, buttermilk. We just haven't got there yet.
Yeah, it's the second order of chicken tendies.
Yes.
So I'm going to do 2 more. I think 6 of these will be fine.
Okay. IDK at this point is asking, do we post the recipes?
Yes, we do. Let's see. I have the hot honey up there now. I have these are going to be on the recipe site. Let's see. It's this one. I have my sangria. There's the hot honey. Oh, and sweet potato fries, of course. Those are in the oven, which I didn't sprinkle with cornstarch, and I'm kind of disappointed in myself in that. But
Oh, we all forget something. And yes, if you go to foodtalktv.com, foodtalktv.com, all the recipes are on the front page. They're all on the front page.
I love it when I'm on the front page.
Scion Pants says, reminds me of Mustard Queen.
Yeah. I love it.
Maybe because they can't actually see you.
Right. And even if they could, they wouldn't recognize me because I don't have on a yellow apron.
You are in disguise when you don't have that.
I'm a super spy. Super spy. So yes, I'm gonna stick these back in my fridge and I'll probably save them for later.
Catherine Davis Hackney, thank you for coming in.
Okay.
We love all our Food Talk TV family.
Hello. And then these are going to go in the oven. I'm on 425, so this is a really hot oven. Perfect for a southern summer, I know. And let that cook. Let's check on the oil. Oh, you know what? That's right at 300, and it's been off for some time. So if that says how hot my oil was.
Yes. Well, those cast iron pots will retain that heat for a long time, too.
Yes. And it's a new one, too. I don't know if it being new helps, but.
Scion Pants just realized, oh, it's you, LOL.
Me, hi. But no, that's actually really cool that heard my voice and heard the things I'm doing. It's like, oh, are you copying her?
Yes, the Mustard Queen cooks for Food Talk TV every single Thursday at 7 Central. You can always find her here, as well as on her own channel as well. Okay.
I'm just going to put the chicken here after. Do.
Well, we're glad you found our account too. Yes, if you go to foodtalktv.com, the website, you can find all our recipes. And if you missed this live or you missed part of the live, you just want to see how it's done, follow us on YouTube and on Facebook.
I'm going to scoot this just a little closer. I have a weird mat over here. It's one of those soft mats, so I'm going to have to sacrifice standing on the soft mat.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Like those soft kitchen mats?
Yes, I've got a 6-foot one in my kitchen.
It's kind of a rule of thumb for me that if I start working at a restaurant and they don't have that for their workers, be gone.
Yes.
Because it means they don't care.
That's right. Okay, so she's going to be working on the, I'm going to guess the buttermilk chicken tenders. And have those been brining?
Yes, I started brining these last night. So in my brine, it's buttermilk, and of course I put mustard, of course. And I also put mustard powder in here. I didn't add a whole bunch of other seasoning other than that because the mustard was the seasoning. But I will season my flour. I'm pretty much sticking to the same standard seasonings today. I was going to make chili powder today, but the time got lost. So if you chili powder and would like to add it to your stuff, please do.
Yeah.
Please. I will never get upset if you take one of my dishes and make it spicier.
Thank you for the gifts, Catherine Hackney Davis, or Catherine Davis Hackney. I don't know why I always invert your name. I always do. But thank you for the gifts. The gifts help us keep doing this every day for you guys.
Oh no, I don't know where the pink is.
But by the way, my name is Kaz. I'm cooking with Kaz. I am the founder of Food Talk TV, and I also have my own channel, which I post on probably once every couple weeks. Most of my efforts are right here for the guest and the host of Food Talk TV.
Oh, that is so funny. I did not have a timer on for my fries. I got to check on those. Okay, I'll put 2 more minutes on it.
Thank you, Kathy. And what do I like to cook? I cook everything. But mainly I will steal from the other cooks. I think that Taylor here, the Mustard Queen, made some 2-ingredient ice cream, and I think on my live the next week, I just stole her idea. So,
which, hey, that means it was a good idea.
It was a good idea. Hey, Janie Jo, thank you.
I know I seasoned my flour, but if there's no red specks, is it seasoned?
No, if you can't see it, it's not seasoned. Okay,
right.
That's right. And IDK at this point is asking you, what's the favorite dish that you've cooked?
Oh, my favorite one? Oh, I don't even know. I think there was something I made last week that was outstanding. Oh, the spinach artichoke rice I made.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I made that
looks
whole
so
thing.
good.
I ate that whole thing.
Thank you for the gifts, Sugar and Slice.
So what I have here, I have 1.5 cups of sifted all-purpose flour, and then I also have, I put 1/4 cup of panko. I didn't want too much panko because I still want it crispy. And then I'm kind of tossing in buttermilk.
Okay.
It will kind of create little air pockets and kind of make it crisp. May have put a tad much, but I eyeballed it. I don't like measuring things.
You guys, if Sugar and Slice, she is actually making her second set of chicken tenders. The first were pretzel crusted, and now she's doing buttermilk brined. You guys, please give Sugar and Slice NH a follow. She's a very, very talented cake artist. Very talented.
Oh yeah, some of my tiny ones got very crunchy, as in a little burnt, but it's okay. The ones that were regular size, I'm going to let them crisp up because right out of the oven, they're not going to be crispy at all.
Okay.
Oh, wow, I lost heat in this real quick. So hopefully we'll get that heat up by the time I'm ready for this. I'm going to just go in with my hands because I want this to be like an even clumpiness.
Okay. You guys, please also follow the Mustard Queen on her own channel. How many followers do you have?
85.5.
85.5K followers. Follow.
I like being followed online.
Online. Yes. Rockon says you are amazing. She could watch you all day long.
Oh, thank you. I love to hear it. I know I have some very specific interests, so it's nice when people trust me on that.
Hey, but I tell you what, if you guys are familiar with Taylor's lives on her own channel, you could watch her all day long. She's been on for hours and hours and hours at a time. Hey, Nana Craziness. That's we've got some members of our FTTV family in.
Oh,
Thank
hello.
you.
Yeah, when
Thank
I'm
you.
in the mood to hang out on a live, I will do it all day. I think my longest one was like 8 hours.
Yep.
Okay, I gotta have a raw chicken hand here. You know, this is not as crumbly as I was hoping. I'm gonna add a little spoonful of flour.
Okay.
This is what happens when we eyeball things. Our eyes are broken. My eyes are broken. I'm sure y'all have fine eyes.
You guys, if you're just scrolling through, please give Food Talk TV a follow. We love your gifts. Become a team member. A team member costs the same as a rose. It costs about a penny.
Okay. I think with a lot of food, the first one, it's kind of like pancakes, you know? Like the first one's like,
Mhm.
okay, I need to adjust here. So, yep, I did put a little bit of buttermilk in here, and I'm just pressing this down. And if you're wondering why it's so yellow, it's because there's mustard. Of course.
What a what a surprise.
I know, so weird.
That's so weird. Okay. Oh, Sugar and Spice, are you asking again what she's making? Maybe you just didn't hear me. I did answer your question. She is making her second set uh, of chicken tenders. The
Yep.
first were pretzel encrusted, and these are buttermilk.
Would someone put on a timer for me for 5 minutes?
Alexa, set a timer for 5 minutes.
5 minutes, starting now.
Hey, J Rod, how you
Hi,
doing,
J-Rod.
buddy? Throttle Up says, yo, yo.
Yo. You know, I thought about putting turmeric in the buttermilk as
Oh,
well.
sorry, Sugar and Slice. I didn't get it. Sorry. Duh. Throttle Up is saying, how long did you brine the chicken tenders for?
24 hours, but you can do it as little as 4, or I would say as little as 4. I haven't tried it less than that,
Oh, look
but
at that.
also it's hard for me to have forethought when I cook. But
Those are beautiful.
I'm
Those are
excited.
beautiful. Throttle Up says, cool, thanks. You guys, we don't mind answering questions. We really don't.
Oh, yeah, no, usually my problem is shutting up. Short, concise answers are usually my issue. So, yeah, I'm just pressing it in there, making sure.
Oh, here we go. You're going to slice up, and Sugar and Slice is asking what kind of mustard. You just said mustard.
Oh, this was a coarse mustard that I made. If you go to my videos, it was the mild one that I had made. But then I also did add a few tablespoons of Korean hot mustard powder, just because, like, okay, let's add a little bit of spice to it. And buttermilk is pretty acidic, but it's not too acidic, so it actually works really well with mustard.
Okay.
I had someone comment at me asking me to make a buttermilk mustard, and it weirdly worked.
And Julie, yes, she is going to be frying them.
Yes.
You can
If
find
you
these
will behave.
you can find these recipes on foodtalktv.com. Cat D says, what is your favorite breading for chicken? Is it buttermilk?
You know, I just love so many of them. I don't have a favorite. And I'll be honest too, like a lot of times when I want chicken tenders, I don't make them. I just order them. So,
And
but oh, I
I've been,
also love Nashville hot chicken. Of course, I'm from Nashville.
of course, I on my channel and on Food Talk TV, when I go live, I've made chicken so many times in so many different ways uh, that I can't even tell you my favorite way to do it because I've done it so many times.
Right.
So many times. J Rod is that saying, was the buttermilk mustard like a salad dressing?
It was more of an experiment. I didn't really make it into food, but you know what? A salad dressing is a great idea for that. And that would be a great video for me to talk about. Like, I didn't even make it into a video. I was just having a conversation with a friend about it.
Okay,
I know I'm
so
weird.
they're asking you if you're going to do the water trick.
Oh, I did see that, but like dipping it in water and then frying it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we can try it.
Well, you've already dredged these, though, right?
Oh, yeah. But I mean, they are pretty. I didn't see anyone do it with chicken tenders, but I did see a vegan talk about it, and then they did it with tofu.
Oh, okay.
And they said it worked really well.
Actually, CMK 216 says the way she's patting them will make them dry. Actually, no, because the frying is going to make the breading crisp, and that's what she's doing. Is she's patting the breading. The juiciness is going to come from the chicken, which is on the inside.
Yes, and I did. It's not a brine, it's the marinade. When you do the buttermilk, it's a marinade, but they've been in there for over 24 hours.
That's right.
And plus
That
the
change,
mustard helps. Both the buttermilk and the mustard is help denaturing the mustard. Or not
yeah.
the mustard, I'm sorry, the chicken.
Yes, the vinegar and the mustard is going to denature the proteins and actually make them juicier. There's your timer.
Oh,
Alexa, stop.
perfect. Thank you for that.
And IDK is reminding you of the sweet potatoes. Thank you, IDK.
Ooh, that was a fun breading to work with. Let's see, shooting over the ankle over here. Yeah, that's a really hot oven. That heat's a slap in the face in the summertime.
So, what are you doing with the pretzels over there?
We're halfway through, so I'm just doing a flip. Oh wow, that one was extra crusted. There we go.
Okay. So she's just halfway through the cooking process. She's flipping them over, and she's going to put them back in the oven. She's going to keep us guessing as to what they look like.
Hold on. I'm gonna try and see if I can find my cooking oil just so I can spray the tops of it. And I'm sorry, I thought my angle was better, but I'm a mustard queen, not a camera expert.
They're going to come along. They're going to come along. They're not done yet.
I'll just trust the process.
Yes, and the fries are done.
Yep. Some of them got extra crispy, but that one's super crispy because I cut it so small. But these, yes. Oh, this one's perfect. I'm excited for this one. And I still have a bunch of fries that I didn't even put on here because these two pans took up like less than one sweet potato. That sweet potato was huge.
Kat D says they look amazing. She loves some crispy fries.
Okay. We're
So what do
almost
we have
there on the temperature. I feel like if I look away, it's going to go back.
What is the temperature of the oil right now?
So we're going to whip up a honey mustard real quick.
What's the temperature? What's the temperature of the oil right now?
It's already at 340.
Okay.
So I'm just going to whip this up. Earlier on, I did the hot honey where I'm so sorry, where I brought this pot with this in the water. I have some can rings at the bottom, so that way it didn't touch the bottom of the pot. I let it heat up until the water got anywhere from 99 degrees to 102, and then I pulled it off the heat and I let it rest. You can strain it if you want. It's just the honey. There's red pepper flakes, a little splash of vinegar, and a pinch of salt. So you can strain if you want, but I don't feel like it. Okay, and I'll put that back in there. Honestly, that water is really helping with the honey drip off the side, so it'll be easier to clean.
And user 238, yes, there's lots of seasoning, and all the recipes are at foodtalktv.com.
And with the recipe that I put on the website for the honey mustard, it's just equal parts. And of course, drop some of that mayo. That's some of y'all's favorites, counter mayo. But I did equal parts, but of course, when you're making a sauce like this, it's all personal preference. You know, you might like it more with, there we go. You might like it more with more mayo and less mustard. You might need extra honey because you like it sweet and spicy. So while I did put equal parts, you know, it's a choose your own adventure kind of sauce.
User 238, how much is the recipe? The recipe is free. All the recipes that we do are at foodtalktv.com. All you have to do is go to the front page and you'll see the latest recipes. This is one of them that's there.
I did a spicy brown for this. If you want something that's like the school bus yellow kind of honey mustard, that's when you're going to use a yellow mustard. If you want it grainier, absolutely go for it. This is a spicy brown, but it's not too grainy.
Santi Pan says, more mustard, more mustard.
More mustard. I'm always team more mustard.
That's right. And user 238 says, much love. We appreciate you too. We appreciate all the comments, all the questions, all the interactivity. And did you just put that on your back of your hand so that you can taste it?
I did.
How was it?
Oh, it's so good. I
Good.
think I'm actually going to add a little bit more hot honey.
Okay. Now the recipe for the hot honey is on the website. The hot honey mustard is not on the website.
Yeah, it's just equal parts.
Yes.
Mustard, mayo, and the honey. But of course, adjust to your liking. So it's kind of hard to have a recipe for that, you know? How do I write a recipe for a choose your own adventure?
IDK at this point is asking, what's your favorite mustard that you cook with?
Ooh, I cook with a lot of Dijon. I do a lot of cooking with my homemade ones. And I'll be honest, a lot of my mustards, I'm kind of concerned about the coating on this one, but it's okay. It's too late now.
Julia's asking, do you heat the honey up? Yes. As a matter of fact, the pot that's behind the Dutch oven is got the hot honey mustard in it. And
yeah, so when I did heat this up, I just let the water heat up the honey in there. And this made it a lot easier to work with because I'm not putting it around and then having to clean that pot. I just cooked it in the jar that it's going to be stored in.
Very smart.
Or I can pour it in another jar.
Scianti Pants says that he needs to go and he's thanking everybody. So.
Aw.
He's got to go cook dinner. You're making people hungry, woman.
7 different pairs of tongs, and I can never find them.
She is making honey for. She's making dinner for her and her husband tonight.
Yeah, with 4 pounds of chicken tenders. No, I didn't cook. I cooked about half of each one of them.
So how long do these need to cook?
I have a timer on for 5 minutes. Of course, it depends on the size of them. I'm just looking for golden brown on the outside.
Yes. When you're cooking with thin slices of meat, whether it's chicken or it's beef or it's pork, and you're dealing with breading, all you're looking for is color because they're going to cook super, super quick.
So already we got sweet potato and fries.
And your hot honey mustard.
They're not the crispiest I've had, but considering I baked them in the oven and I didn't use the cornstarch, great job, me.
Great job, you. Kat
Right?
D says that she wants some. Yes, hot honey mustard from a hot honey.
Yes. We got 3 minutes left on this.
So how's your how are the ones in the oven doing? Are they getting the color that you want?
Not quite. We're gonna
Okay.
after my timer for this fried chicken goes off. Well, I'll set another timer for the next, or I'll let this come back to temperature. I'll set another 5 minute timer. I may end up switching it to broiled just so I get the parts of it crusty.
Okay.
Another option is to spray it with cooking oil so that way it helps with that. But I can't find mine.
You guys, if you're just scrolling through, please give Food Talk TV a follow. We cook every single day. Tomorrow we'll be live from the 815 with Vicki Brown. I think she's going to be bartending for the next 2 weeks.
Oh, right on. I love watching people bartend. Like, hey, my profession, but let me watch people do it. It really is a lot of fun. That wasn't sarcastic. I feel like a lot of times I say things and it sounds like it, but it's really not, I promise.
Yes, you have a very dry sense of humor,
Yes.
just like me, just like me.
Yes. I have done this something similar to this, but they were like large pieces of chicken breasts. And what I saw, and I tried it, and it works really well. You get kitchen scissors, and you cut little snippets out of the chicken, just so the breading will latch onto those those little flaps, and it just adds a nice crunch. I didn't want to do it with these tiny guys, though. Oh, I'm excited. They're looking
I
good.
like that.
They really are good.
Uh, IDK at this point is saying, is yellow her favorite
Is
color
yellow
or
my
something?
favorite color or something? Well, I am the mustard queen. That's kind of my nickname on this app, but my username is Ketchup is Garbage, but all of my content is really about mustard. So, of course, I buy things in yellow if there's a yellow option. Like, this is my Food Talk TV apron, and so that's how I knew there was only one color.
Yeah.
I should get a plate with paper towels so that way that will drain.
Yeah, so IDK at this point, mustard is her brand.
Yes.
And Kat D says, love your earrings. Uh, uh, so,
Oh, yeah. My friend came over today, and her mom had gotten me a birthday present, and they're little whisks. Oh, when I was
and
looking for a whisk earlier, I should have just used my earrings.
there you go. See?
Yeah,
And
we can be
Toto
resourceful here at Food Talk TV.
at Oz says, good tips. And she also says, cute whisk earrings. Oh my gosh, see? Now, see, that's beautiful.
Yes.
That's beautiful.
And we're going to let it drain on the paper towels. I'm going to let this come up just a little bit. But of course, anytime anything comes out of the fryer, we salt it.
Yes.
I am too excited about this. Too excited.
Lynn says, ooh, looks yummy. Kat D says, oh, wow, those look fantastic.
Yes. I mean, come on, I'm Southern. Fried chicken is my love language. Yep, and with that batter too, it was mostly all-purpose flour, but
Okay. You know, I've never added panko to my, and I've made chicken so many different ways. See,
yeah, I've never
gonna
tried
have
it
to
this
do
way
that.
either. That was something new I wanted to try since you're right. Like we've tried it so many different ways. So when there's a new way, I want to try it. And then also
Yes.
the pretzel chicken, when I breaded that, instead of the entire egg, I use egg whites and froth them up. Someone said that worked better.
And IDK at this point is just asking if you could mail a plate.
If I can
That's
mail
all.
a plate, I
If you
don't know
could
if it
just
would still
mail a
be
plate.
crispy by the time it gets there.
You know what
Check
I
on these
think that I'm
guys.
I think that I'm going to get, I know I can find them because they had them like 20, 30 years ago, but some just giant scratch and sniffs food sheets so that people
Oh,
can
really?
like order them from Food Talk TV and you can follow along I'll tell you which numbers to scratch so that you can actually scratch and sniff. If they don't have it, it's genius. I'm going to invent it.
Yes. That would be so much fun. Okay. You know what? Maybe the egg white wasn't the right call for this one. I feel like maybe the egg yolk would have like helped hydrate the pretzel crumbs a little.
Yeah. So it, I can't really, they look a little pale. What I would wind up doing is taking spray,
Yeah, I
cooking.
just it's
Okay. But
you know what
nope,
though?
you bet
I do have a
you've
spray
got,
canister, which I don't typically like holding these for oil just because, oil can there we go.
it'll get gunky. But yes, you had really
Like
good
small amount.
instincts with
I'll use this by the end of this week.
you had really good instincts with the olive oil though.
Ah,
And
yes, I love this. I love this.
yes,
This is
you
cool.
can, you saturate it, get it back in the oven.
Yeah, I think that will be perfect after I saturate it. But you know what I actually bought these spray bottle things for?
What?
I bought them for bitters, for
Oh,
cocktails. Yeah,
okay.
so that way, because every time you make a cocktail and there's bitters in there, it's only like a drop or two that you put in there. And I feel like it's easier to just have a spray bottle.
Toto and Oz is asking you what temperature in the oven were you
Oh, my
cooking those at?
oven's at 425 right now.
425.
I wanted a high temp for the sweet potato fries, but not too high. But I also didn't want to be switching around my oven. I'm going to hydrate this side too.
Also, your oven will, every time you open the door, you lose a bunch of temperature and it's
Oh,
always got
yeah.
to come back up.
I hate that because I'm so impatient.
Now, what she's doing there with the spritz bottle and the oil, if you use an air fryer, that's also just a perfect thing. Okay.
I
Instead of
thought about
having,
air frying these.
yeah.
So I'm sure you would have guessed I would have gone Instant Pot. That was a joke, but I do love my Instant Pot.
Hey, did you hear what happened with them?
Oh, yeah, that they're going bankrupt?
Yes,
Yeah,
Instapot, Corel. I didn't know one company owned them all.
I know. I was seeing something about it, and they were saying, like, yeah, well, they strayed too far from the Instant Pot brand.
Well, I don't know. Come on.
Yeah, I don't know, but
Instapot has only been around for about 12 years. Pyrex has been around for a lot longer than Instapot.
yeah. Oh, yeah. But I got my Instant Pot 7 or 8 years ago, and I still use the same ones. So maybe they're going out of business because they actually made a quality thing. Maybe that's it. Because, the ice cream machines for McDonald's, they're kind of notorious for breaking all the time, but they have a contract, so it can only be that kind. And so we all think, okay, like, I get why they break down because you have to order more.
Ah, see, that's actually pretty smart.
Yeah. But I've worked at a bar with a Greek yogurt machine, and it was such a pain, but I was bartending too. But it was such a pain. I wonder if the McDonald's employees just break it on their own. Because I felt like breaking that Greek yogurt machine every day. Okay, yeah, in between batches, it will lower the temperature. So I'm just trying to get it up, get up. No, 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 no. Y'all tell me your favorite mustard again. I want to hear all about your favorite mustard.
Yeah, I'm
Because
sure we have a
honestly,
new batch of people in here.
I've been kind of on a mustard block here lately.
So what? Well, let me just ask you. Have you completely harvested all your mustard?
I still have some more pods to pick out, and I'm a little late on that. I have I have two different types of mustard greens where the flowers are almost dead. So when you're harvesting mustard seeds, so mustards are brassicas, and they have these like flowers. That's why they're called cruciferous vegetables. So I basically just sit around and wait for those flowers to die before I pull. And then I got to let it dehydrate some, but not all the way, and then pick them out
Okay.
of the pods. It's very tedious. I think I would rather just purchase them. However, 80% of the world's mustard seeds come from Canada, and this is around mustard seed growing season. So, with all the wildfires and everything, we might be looking at another mustard shortage. I haven't read anything about that. That is just my speculation.
Wait a minute. Did you say 80% of the world's mustard seeds come
I
from
believe that's the
Canada?
import, yeah, but it's a good portion.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so would that mean all varieties?
Typically it just affects the French and German markets. Just because like that's what they import. France doesn't really grow any mustard seeds anymore. England has their own farm specifically for, I mean, Coleman's basically runs the English mustard industry. So,
Okay.
they all have their own particular farms. A lot of companies will have their own specific farms for it. French's has made now this is going to mostly affect brown seeds, which is the German and French mustard market. But French's has said that they're going to be fine. They have said that over and over again, which makes me wonder if French's has like an underwater mustard seed cave, just like, the cheese caves. Oh, yeah. Bacon said just what we need, more food shortages, which honestly, the word shortage doesn't really mean much to me anymore. We just hear it so much. It's like, is it really
Yeah.
short?
Yeah, that's kind of what you and I were talking about the other night. Oh, yeah, the coming recession, the recession that's been coming for 3 years at this point.
Right,
So,
right. Well,
yes, yes, yes.
I'm pressing it a little bit more.
So, IDK has typed this in here a couple times, so really wants me to say it. I don't like mustard. Ketchup is definitely better.
Oh, no. Which, I mean, I am guessing that, well, there are people that just don't like mustard, and that's completely understandable. It is a bitter food, so I consider it something that's an acquired taste. There are some people, too, that I think don't like mustard because they've only had French's or a yellow mustard, and that's all they think of mustard is that same standard flavor. Honestly, though, I don't know. I personally don't like ketchup, obviously, but ketchup is a sweeter food, so it tends to be the younger folks that are into the ketchup. And it's like as your taste buds mature, that's when you go to the mustard. The mustard is the fine wine. Here we go. I'm so sorry about that. I have the timer on for 5 minutes. I'm gonna go grab my stuff because I do have a cocktail.
You guys, please share the live. Let's bring other people in. And thank you for the 12,000 likes. You're watching Food Talk TV. This is Taylor Rose, the Mustard Queen, and she's doing a lot of cooking for us tonight. A lot of cooking. Right now it's 8:17.
Oh wow! I did not realize I was going so late. I'm so sorry.
That's fine.
Oh yes, that's exactly what we needed. That is exactly what we needed. Look
There
at that.
we go.
That's
There's
it.
those pretzel crusted
Yes, that's exactly
chicken
what we needed.
tenders.
Just a little hydration. L-E-A-L-E-L-E-A-T-I-O-N. Okay, I'm over here just because I'm setting up my bar station. Oh, there's
Cat D
my.
says we love watching you.
Oh, thanks. This is right in front of my dishwasher, and my shaker was in my dishwasher.
Toto Ada says, OMG, looks delicious.
Yes. I am so excited for these bad boys. Like, come on. And so I was wondering if I wanted to do um, a dessert or a cocktail tonight. And so I decided I wanted to do a cocktail because you know what pairs really well with mustard? White wine. And then you know what goes really well with fried foods? Sangria. So this is kind of like a version where I don't keep it soaked. Because a lot of times with sangrias, you just soak it overnight for a few hours. But I did make a large batch that I did soak.
And guess what? This recipe is on the website,
Yes. Yes, so yes.
foodtalktv.com. As a matter of fact, that same container, I believe.
Yes. So this is a watermelon sangria. I had a watermelon that was just dying to be eaten, so I'm washing my lemon. Please wash, or my lime. Please wash your fruits. Please, please, please.
Kat D is asking, what's your favorite base for sangria?
Ooh. I mean, that's just one of those things. There's such a variety. I don't know if I could pick a favorite. This one's pretty rad, though. I will give it that.
Big Daddy says, I'm jonesing for some of those chicken tenders and sweet potatoes fries with sangria.
Yes. So I'm going to make sure I get half ounce. And if you want, if you really like it limey, you can just throw that in there because we are going to be muddling some things. So, go. And I do really like limey. I think lime goes so well with watermelon. And I have some mint as well. So when I prepare my mint, I will take the bottom leaves off and leave them in twigs, and I'll keep the bottom leaves. I'll let it soak in cold water. And then when I think it's ready, I put it in the hottest water that my finger is comfortable in. And then
Okay.
it blooms up and it's just so perky. And then when you want to store this in your fridge, just put a little plastic bag over it. You're good to go. So I have the lime.
Chandler Jensen says, go Taylor.
What up? And then I have some pieces of watermelon in here. Some of these are meant to be muddled and some of these are meant to be garnished. So I just had put one thing of watermelon.
Okay.
And then I have this watermelon guava. Jeez, where did it go? Okay, I'll find that watermelon guava juice. I have 2 ounces. Now, am I making this one alcoholic or non-alcoholic?
I think you're doing alcohol.
All right. Okay. Sorry to break up the cocktail component. I just know we're running a little long today.
We're doing fine. We're doing
Okay.
fine.
We're fine. We're fine. It'll be okay. I think I want those in there a little longer.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm loving everything that you're cooking.
You know, I did have this watermelon guava fresca, but I can't find it. So I think I'm just going to use the watermelon juice I have. And oh, here it is. It's where I always keep my juice. I'm just blind. Yeah. This agua fresca.
Okay.
Yes. This is just essentially watermelon, guava, sugar, and water. If you like your drinks a little sweeter, then add some simple syrup. Do a half ounce. I listed the simple syrup on the website for the recipe. Now, this is a batch I make where I just multiplied the recipe, but instead of muddling the fruits like I'm going to be doing here, I just let it soak overnight. And so that's if you want to have a party, and then it's going to fit an entire bottle of wine.
Also, the
Throw it in.
recipe that's on the website is for a single drink or 2. But all you have to do is just add more to make the batches.
Right. It's great for parties.
Bacon says they want cucumber lime fresca. Mm.
Yes. This is very cucumbery limey. So if I want to keep it a mocktail, I'm just going to do this as is and shake it up.
And if you're doing just a mocktail, what are you substituting for the liquor? Just a juice?
I'm sorry?
If you're doing just a mocktail, what are you substituting for the liquor? Just juice or something?
I have grape juice in here. If I would do extra grape juice if this was a mocktail.
Okay.
I think this is going to be enough for 2 drinks. Oh my goodness, I've never seen that on a bottle of wine. I did tell my husband to get the cheap stuff. You know, you don't need the expensive stuff for sangria.
No, you don't. You're supplementing all the tastes. There's no reason to buy an expensive bottle of wine for sangria.
Okay. And of course, this recipe is on the website. Let's check that. And these are ice cubes that I have made with white grape juice. So I didn't put white grape juice in here. So I would put white grape juice in here if it is a mocktail, but I'm leaving it out.
Okay. Because the ice cubes are made with it.
Yeah. I like having fruit juices as ice cubes when I make sangrias. That way it doesn't water down and you just get more and more of the flavor.
The chicken is beautiful.
Yeah.
You guys share the live, tap the screen.
Or white cranberry juice is also a good option. Those are just juices that aren't super sweet, that you can kind of play off like they're dry white.
Right.
Wow, I'm feeling kind of dry white right now.
Well, you need
No
to
one
finish
laughed,
that
okay.
drink. I got it. You need to finish that drink, and so you can you can wet a little bit.
Okay,
Okay.
so watermelon agua fresca, I got mint, I got lime juice, and I am going to get a glass. I have a nice tiki cup. That is perfect. Yes. Oh, that's perfect. My only regret is I didn't have more freezer space to have more of these ice cubes.
Yeah.
These are fun.
There we go.
Yes, and I just put regular ice in this one because I'm just chilling it. So when you shake a drink with these types of, you want to make a line down the center, place it down so there's a suction. Make sure your hands aren't slippery. You're going to grab 2 fingers on the top and 2 fingers on the bottom. Y'all see?
There we go.
And then that's when you can go crazy with the shake.
And how long do you shake for?
Until the outside starts to get frothy. Well, this isn't like a super shaken drink. It's just to mix things up, you know? So you can just wait for the outside of it to feel cold.
Okay.
And then let's see if I can do this, because after it's done, it still has a nice little suction here. So we're going to try and hit in the middle of there with an elbow. I'm going to try. I don't always get it the first try. Nope. Hold on. I never do it like as I'm holding it. There we go. That was it.
Okay.
And then we let it drip over the top. There may be pieces of mint in here just because we shook it so hard. You can always use another strainer underneath if that icks you out. I am okay with random mouthfuls of mint.
Toto et al. Says, shake it, Taylor.
Shake it, shake it, shake it. Nice little watermelon cube here to go with the I almost didn't leave room. Hold on. Okay, there's room.
You guys can find all the ingredients for this. The You know what I think we need on the instructions for this is how to shake it. Because I don't believe that you put the instructions for to use the shaker in there.
Did I not list a shaker? You know, I did look at the recipe and it just said mix and serve. And I was like, I feel like I typed more than that. But
No.
I try to cut as low as I can go here. So that way it's just nice and propped and looks
Okay.
like a proper thing. If you cut too much, then it will sink. If you have a flavored brandy, I do have an apricot flavored brandy, but it's in the other room. So imagine that. And there we go. A nice little sangria without the wine and without the brandy is absolutely okay. You can just do white grapefruit juice instead, but it's a great summertime drink. And white wine pairs so well with mustard. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not supposed to.
No,
Okay,
no,
so
no,
let's
no.
show the food.
No, you can do that.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
That's the reason why I told you to use alcohol.
Oh, y'all, I am pretty excited for the pretzel. Now, even though the buttermilk looks way crispier and kind of like a little bit more profesh, I just love pretzel. Like I've been having dreams about this pretzel crusted chicken. So these were baked in the oven. I did a breading station. There's flavored flour, and then I did egg whites and mustard for my egg breading. And then this is just powdered pretzels that I seasoned, and I baked this about 15 minutes on one side and then about 10 on the other. You know, just until it gets crispy. What I did and just do a little spray of cooking oil.
Hey, Taylor, let me ask you something.
Okay.
Could you do a short little video just on how to do the shake, and we'll put that on a blog post on along with the video on Food
I
Talk
would love
TV.
to.
Okay.
You know, some of my most viral content on my page is my bartending stuff. And my bartending content is very few and far in between. But y'all, this buttermilk chicken, I'm so excited. So excited. This is the nice, beautiful Dutch oven that's in there. My sweet potato fries, not as crispy as I wanted because I forgot the cornstarch. But you know what? They are fried sweet potatoes with Cajun seasoning on them. And a beautiful honey mustard because I made a hot honey, super easy to do, and equal parts honey, mustard, and mayo adjusted to your needs. And it's perfect.
Wow.
I'm a fan. Next time. Next time I'll get that cornstarch on there. Okay, I got a really great crunch there. Y'all, thank you so much for hanging out. I know I took a lot longer than I usually do, but I put a lot of things on my plate today.
You sure
And
did.
yes, I sure did. Well, I'll see y'all next time. Thanks for joining us. Happy mustarding.